Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode in my Unity open world series. So in this episode I'm going to work on this. So when I press jump, the character would be climbed onto the nearest position like that. So at the moment the character's legs go through the platform a little bit. I'm going to fix that in another episode, but first I need to focus on how to find this climb on position and how to move the character there. That's what I want to do in this episode, like this. And this episode is sponsored by these generous patrons. Thank you very much for the support you guys are giving me. Right, so when I try to jump from a place like this, now I can't jump. So see, that's because I'm not actually moving the capsule up, moving the character up, and the movement is only in the animation. So let's see how to fix that. First let me open the scripts. And first I think I should decrease the volume of the footstep sounds. That's a bit distracting. I'll just make this 20. Alright, now let's go back to the jump event. It should be here. Yeah, so whenever I jump, I'll do something like this. What I'm trying to do is, if I press space here, let's do a line trace from the characters to the forward direction, and then if we hit some object, then let's a little bit inside that object, let's do another line trace downwards to detect the collision point, to detect the upper point of that whatever the obstacle. So let me make a screenshot and explain. Okay, now where did that go? Right here. So I'm going to do a line cast this way. So when I hit some object like this, I'm going to get some point inside this object, and directly above that inner point I'm gonna do another line cast like this. So then if I hit here, if I get a hit somewhere like here, then I can judge that, so that's the point my character should move to. So based on that decision I can move the character like this. So that's what I am going to do. That's what I want to do. So alright, so how to detect that jumping point? For that, let's try physics dot line cast, and I'm going to use this hit info, this version of the method. So the starting point would be maybe like character's knee position. So that would be transform dot position plus vector 3 dot no plus new vector 3 0 and minus 0.4 f plus 0. So this is the starting point, and the ending point would be transform dot forward the same as start plus forward. So let's do it like this, plus transform dot forward into how far we should do this line trace. Maybe one unit would be enough, I think. Oh, so if 1 unit is enough, then we don't have to multiply, but I'll just leave 1, so it's clear. And I need a hit info object, so let's create that object. If I do it like this, I will get a suggestion to generate a local hit info, right? Oh, it's not a int, it should be physics raycast hit info. Wait, what's the object type? Let me check again. Raycast hit, alright. So out hit info. Now we should get the correct suggestion. Right, that's the correct one. Okay, now if hit info, how do we see if this got a hit? If we got a hit, this we should have a valid reference here. So not equal to null. Oh. So maybe we can just use it like this. No. Alright, we can put this whole thing, I'm sorry, into a evaluation for the if. This returns true if I got a hit. So this is the first raycast. If I got a hit, then I need to do the second stage, which is, so everything else here should be in the else. Right, so for the next hit I'll also do physics dot line cast. So the starting point is hit info dot let's create a new variable here, vector3 start. That's way it's easier. Hit info dot we should use point, impact point in the world space. Okay, point plus hit info dot normal into minus point to f. So this way we can get a point inside that surface. So this would be actually not the starting point, this should be the ending point. So starting point, so I'll rename this to end. So this is this point, so starting point is this one. So for that I'll get no, we don't need a separate variable, let's use it like this. So for the starting point, end plus vector new vector 3 0.5f. Is that not enough? Okay, 0.9f and 0. This is the starting point and the ending point is just end, and use hit info with the out. Right, now this part also should come inside another if. Alright, now if we get a hit here, we should move the character to that hit point. So let's do something like this just to test. Transform dot to move first we need to import twinning using tg.twinning. If you haven't watched how did I import this twinning library, you can watch it to that previous tutorial. To move from transform dot position to hit info dot point in how long, maybe 0.3 seconds. Let's see. Oh, what's wrong? Right, here we don't need this starting position, sorry about that. Okay, so now shall we see if this works. Let's go here to check this. well, it worked. No, it worked first time. Alright. Alright. For the forward, actually we should use the forward of the character mesh, not the root component of the character. So, and we already have the character mesh transform reference in this character movement part. So anyway, I want to take care of the character movement inside this jump function of the character movement script. So yeah, it's better if we transfer that part, which I already did here, this part into the character movement. So I'll just cut this part and go here, paste it. So here, as for the transform forward, I'll use T mesh forward. Now it should work. Let's see. Okay, it does work. Oh, it didn't work here. For some reason there is a weird issue with the collisions of this Pro Builder built meshes. I'm not sure why. So that's why I can jump into these parts where I created with just cubes, but collision traces not working for this part. It works for that. Okay, and now we need to fix this problem because the character does move. Let me show again. The character can detect. Oh, what's wrong? Okay. Now character can move, but it moves kind of through the object, and also it's not synchronized with the animation. So maybe sometimes I can't jump because something is wrong with this part. So yeah, I'll make this one, it was earlier 0.9. I'll leave it as 0.9, and for the first part, the starting position, maybe I'll vector 3, move it a little bit upwards, 0.2 F and 0. And so how to synchronize the movement with the animation? Let's try 0.9. I'm not sure if that would work, but let's see. No, that didn't work. That did work, but it didn't properly move the character. See, maybe let's try this T mesh dot jump to jump. Let's try to local jump, and the end value maybe 0.2. It should be a vector. Alright, so new vector 3 0 0.3 f and 0. Will this work? I'm not sure, but let's try. And the jump power, let's try 1. I don't know. And number of jumps 1, and the duration 0.6 f. Let's see what happens. That's too much actually. Yeah, that's too much definitely. Maybe just like we did before with the sequence, we should add a delay. So yeah, let's do it like that. sq dot delay. Okay, delay. No, how to add a delay here? Yeah, turns out actually we don't need to have a sequence. We can add set delay like in the example, like this. Set delay, and the delay is, how to set the delay? It's just float, maybe 0.2 seconds. Let's see in the animation, so I should start movement here, and here 0.1 0.15. I should start at 0.15, so the delay should be 0.15, and the duration for the movement should be 0.15 to 0.1, maybe 1.5, 0.15 to 1.5. So that means 1 2 3 4 405. That means 0.2. Okay, so this should be 0.2. Let's see if this works. Yeah, I did. No, it didn't. It works for this animation, but it's not working for the in place animation. Alright, so that means I should play only that second animation if I am moving upward. because yeah, that works better. See, like that. But this doesn't quite work. But why is that? I set the delays properly. It's 0.1, 0.15. Oh, actually I was wrong, because it is much longer than that. This is 0.15, you can see it here, and then the landing point is 1.02. Let's take it like this, 1.03. So that means the second part should be 0.85 actually. We got almost a second there. Let's see now. Right, it did work, but the character went through the platform. The legs went through the platform. So to fix that, maybe I should increase the delay a little bit and make this one a little less. Let's see. Oh, that's wrong. No. So maybe let's try something like this. Let's start moving when the legs are up. This could look a little unrealistic, but let's see. So the starting point would be 0.2. Point 2324, and the moment end point would be 0.1. Only one way to find out, so let's try. Delay is already 0.2. Let's try 0.23 then, and this one let's make it 9. No, that's not. I think we should find a proper animation for this. So yeah, for now I'll leave this as it is, and in the next episode let's try to optimize the system, so with maybe another more suitable animation for this. So now it's like this. Alright, so I'll stop this episode at this point, and before that I'll make these changes because it looks bad. Even though the legs go through the platform, the moment is better there. Right. So if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of my Patreon club. The link would be in the description below. And thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.